What do you think of this matchup, sir? What do you think of this matchup?
I think that people usually in a Super Bowl say 2 weeks for Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels is too long. I think people need to say that about the other side as well, for Doug and his staff and Jim Schwartz. Because what they did last game they played in the championship was impressive. Scored 38 on a great defense and gave up 7. So I like their chances more than probably a lot of people. Although, there's a lot of allegedly people that bet on this sport. I saw something about a lot of money going in on Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Still, with what the Patriots have done, 28-3 last year, it's tough to think they won't be ready to play and come out on top.
So, I watch sports TV, obviously, in a different manner because I do it for a living. When you watch Tom Brady, when you watch him play a football game, knowing what he's doing, reading defenses, knowing what he's doing, by trying to take care of business when somebody schemes their way to him, what do you think when you're watching Tom Brady play the game?
Well, I'm impressed. He's done it for so long at such a high level. What I love to see now is, and what I like, talking to him about is his movement. I like what he's kind of adding that to his game, where he's been moving in the pocket more, still moving to throw, but you've seen him, in the past. I watched every snap he took in 2007. He had a phenomenal year that year. I was a backup, and I was amazed at his subtle pocket movements. He could just move slightly and create a throwing lane. Now he seems to be more back and up and then out to throw. And even last year in the Super Bowl, he ran for a couple first downs. That's what's impressive to me is he's evolving and adapting. He's obviously takes care of himself really well, but now he's kind of adding that pocket movement where he's getting up and out, which has been great.
Darren Rodgers here on the Rich Eisen Show, care of Marriott, which we'll get to in a minute. What do you mean you watched every one of his snaps in 2007?
I was encouraged by my quarterback coach to watch some of the best guys. I always thought he was the best. He threw for like 50 touchdowns, I think, that year. So I said, what better film to watch than that? The thing I was struck by was the majority of his completions involved some sort of eye control or head movement. Very rarely was he picking and sticking in eyes to a certain side more than normal time. It was he's great with his eye discipline, and I just loved his subtle pocket movements. So being able to watch Favre every day and then to watch guys like Tommy, you got to incorporate that stuff into your game.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.